Lapsiaa, as we embark upon a journey to achieve meaningful and lasting success in living life as it should be lived. So, Mr. Lapsiaa of Gold Medal Solutions, here we are, all ready to show up, suit up, and go for the gold.
There is another classic story of which is worth listening, is the humility which you develop once you have positive attitude, and when you do it now. The arrogance in you has to come down, the arrogance of being somebody, oh, I am the president, I am the chairman, I am the managing director, has to come down. There was this Harvard University, and in Boston, a couple walked up to the Harvard University. They went to the front office desk of this president of the Harvard University, and they told the secretary that they wanted to meet the president. Now this lady was dressed in a gingham dress and the man was in some fabric homemade woven suit. So the secretary had a look and said, oh, there's dirty people and they want to meet the president, they must be out of their heads, they must have come for some donation or something. She tried to put them up, they said no, they insisted that they had to meet the president. President of Harvard, she said, you must be joking, you're kidding. They said, no, we want to meet him. So he said, okay, he's busy in a meeting, you'll have to wait. She thought that, okay, after maybe 1 hour, these people will go. They waited for 6 hours, they wouldn't budge. The secretary got restless. She said, now it's time that I go and tell the president to just give them a glimpse so that I can get rid of them. So she goes to the president and tells him that there are 2 people who have come to see you. And so the president was furious. To see the president of Harvard, see the arrogance in him. So he said, sir, you please better see them because they are sitting here for 6 hours, and if people come and see that such people are sitting in our offices, it may send bad impression. So the president walks out of his cabin and sees these 2, one with gingham dress and one with some woven fabric, and looks at them in a very arrogant manner and said, what is it that brings you here? Come on, be quick. So the lady says, sir, my son was found of Harvard, he studied in Harvard. 1 year back he was killed in a very tragic accident. So we want to build a memorial for him. Rubbish, said the president. Memorial? If every parent comes, there was not even an iota of concern or sympathy for this couple who had lost their child. This is the arrogance you get into. He said, if I were to build memorials for everyone who died, then this place would be a cemetery. You have come to a wrong place. They said, no. The lady interjected, said, sir, please, we don't want you to build a statue. We want to donate a building. He said, what? Building? You're crazy. You know how much Harvard has invested in the building? $7.5 million. And you are going to, what buildings you're talking? You're wasting my time. This lady looked at her husband and said, $7.5 million is what it needs to build a university? Let's go. So the husband nodded yes. The president was shocked, confused and bewildered. These 2 went to St. Paulo in California and set up the Stanford University. Now you cannot underestimate. Now this underestimation comes into you. Why? The arrogance sets in you. Why? Because you have lost sense of values. Now had this Harvard president been polite, he had nothing to lose. You would have built 2 universities. After that incident, when Stanford was built and US newspapers splashed this news, the president was sacked. He led a life of remorse lifelong and died an early death because he couldn't face the world of being arrogant. Now this is the price you pay of losing your values and character, of being arrogant. I am the president, I am the general manager, I am the chairman. Help people when you are in power and position. And if you can't help them, even God and nature will not help you. And this is what will happen. Brilliant academician was that president of Harvard University, but unfortunately was kicked out. Lost his job, lost his life, lost his character, lost his reputation. And in between, when he went back to Harvard, not a soul looked at him. Because when he was the president, that arrogance, he had already sent the negative vibes among the staff, everyone hated him. So he didn't earn that respect. Now here, these are examples which should be an eye-opener. The more you read about great people, Stanford University, the name of the lady was Jayyannt Stanford. She was the one who was very dynamic and vibrant and much concerned about her son. And she really felt the father was a very, very timid, docile gentleman. Now, these are great stories which should motivate us, inspire to motivate us.